award. Let's move along. In fact, let me take a sip of my water while we wait for the YouTube guys to link back up. And they're back. Let's go. Moving on to the Best Face of the Year award, and it goes to, in the year 2022, can't argue with this one, goes to Drew McIntyre. Best Face of the Year award. Again, you guys voted for this, not me. This is your vote. So there we go. Drew McIntyre, Best Face of the Year. Let's give him a round of applause. Woohoo! You can tell how much of a zero interest I have in these awards. Now, moving on to more interesting awards. The Worst Tag Team or Stable of the Year award for the year 2022 goes to, of course, like these guys weren't getting along to begin with. I don't even know why they are still a tag team. AEW's Swerve in Our Glory. The tag team, the makeshift tag team of Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, win this award for the Worst Tag Team or Stable of the Year. They weren't getting along. Let's just be like, whatever. I'm glad that the tag team broke up. Honestly, they weren't doing anything. They were useless. And now we move on to one of the more predictable, one of the more predictable awards of the evening. That, of course, being Best Tag Team or Stable of the Year award for the year 2022. And it goes to, again, you guys voted, but this was undisputed to begin with, The Bloodline. Best Tag Team or Stable of the Year is The Bloodline. I mean, it's undisputed. Come on, we're all feeling oozy, okay? This is undisputed that they won the Best Tag Team of the Year. We the ones, Zeus. We the ones. Throw up your ones in the comments if you're with me. We the ones. Excuse me. Now, moving on to the Worst Female Wrestler of the Year award for the year 2022. And it goes to Liv Morgan. If you guys can see that, it's in reverse. Liv Morgan wins the Worst Female Wrestler of the Year award. Let's be honest, we were all rooting for her. When she won Money in the Bank, I was happy for her cash in. The moment she tapped out at SummerSlam, she lost us. She pinned and she tapped out at the same time. If they didn't do that, I think we would all still be okay. We would all still be fine if they didn't do that horrible storyline at SummerSlam. But they did. So Liv Morgan wins the Worst Female of the Year award. And the bad part is I actually like Liv Morgan. Okay? I was part of the Liv Hive. I liked Liv Morgan. She was born in the same year as me, but they ruined her. The storylines of the guys in creative utterly destroyed her, and that is the sad part about it. Moving on to the Best Female Wrestler of the Year award for the year 2022 at the 6th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and it goes to, you guys didn't have much choice. Bianca Belair wins it. Best Female of the Wrestler of the Year award for 2022 is Bianca Belair. Let's be honest, she's been champion for the bulk of the year. She's done a good job. She's defended a title. She hasn't been boring. I know some people still out there don't get her. There's someone watching on Instagram now who will never understand her. I think his kids understand Bianca Belair more than he does, but, such is life. Moving on to the Worst Male Wrestler of the Year award, and it goes to, for the year 2022, goes to Instagram. You're watching on this on Instagram. You're going to love this. It's CM Punk, Worst Male Wrestler of the Year. And I think these votes are stemming more from what happened after the media scrum more than his actual wrestling. But until he learns how to do a buckshot lariat properly, I think he belongs in this category for now. I am a CM Punk fan for life. No one's going to change that. Nothing's going to change that. Nothing he does, says, or anything he does will change that. I have differing opinions. I tend not to get into arguments about it because my opinions are very extreme. They're very different. But he is the worst male wrestler of the year awards as voted for by you guys. Now moving on to the best male wrestler of the year award for the year 2022 at the 6th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and it goes to, you guys are gonna love this one, Seth freaking Rollins. He was an architect. Then he was a messiah. Then he was a visionary. Now he's just the king of drip. I think you guys can see it better if it's in reverse. I think so. Yeah, you guys can see that. Seth freaking Rollins, you guys voted as the best male wrestler of the year in 2022. The man has drip. I've always and forever been a Seth Rollins fan. So I'm glad to see him in this category, finally earning the award he needs and he deserves, not needs, but he deserves to be in this category. The man is a legend and a future. Mark my words, I said it on the 27th of December 2022 on the 6th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2022. Your boy Nashville, live on Pro Wrestling Central on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, said this: Seth Rollins will undoubtedly be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I said it first. Thank you very much. Oh, let me pull a Chad Gable. Thank you. Moving on to the second last, the penultimate award of the evening, which is the worst match of the year award for the year 2022 at the 6th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and it goes to, you guys voted for it, Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WWE SummerSlam 2022. Like I mentioned earlier, the same reason why Liv Morgan has earned the worst female wrestler of the year award is because of this match right here. If they didn't do this match, if they didn't make a tap out while pinning Ronda, I think all would have been fine. But no, they had to go and ruin her. So we end up with this. Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan, WWE SummerSlam 2022 is the worst match of the year as voted for by you guys on Pro Wrestling Central. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. I think I need to take a glass of water for this. This, of course, is the final award for the evening at the 6th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2022, live on Pro Wrestling Central, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, is for the Best Match of the Year award. Drum rolls, please. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but whatever. The winner of the Best Match of the Year 2022 at the 6th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards goes to every single person voted for this match. And when I say every single person, I mean every single person. This was undisputed. Sheamus versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WWE Clash at the Castle 2022. That's a mouthful, but it's well deserved. Sheamus versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WWE Clash at the Castle 2022. They put on a clinic. They put on a match of the year caliber quality match, and that is why they win the Best Match of the Year 2022 at the 6th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, voted for by you guys. Congratulations to Sheamus and Gunther for putting on an amazing match. Well deserved. Absolute perfection, like the guy on Instagram is saying. And that wraps it up, guys. That is the conclusion. I'd like to thank you all for joining me here tonight. Thank you for joining me here for the 6th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2022. I'm your boy Nashville. It's been a ball. Sorry for all the technical difficulties, but that happens when we're live. I am definitely going to be doing more lives. Definitely maybe more on Instagram than Facebook and YouTube, but definitely we're going to be doing more of these. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again next year for what will probably be the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards right here on Pro Wrestling Central's awards channels. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And until I see you guys down the road, let me pay tribute to a former major player by rounding this off the only way he knew how and I know how. Peace and chicken grease.